everybody, it's your favorite RVers from RV Tells and Trails. So far, we have made it over 30 days and 830 miles on our $0 boondocking challenge without spending any money on a campground and using 0 hookups.
With temperatures in the 90s and with limited battery, only having 920 amp hours of battery, 2,500 watts of solar, this may be the biggest test from our Washington to Florida $0 boondocking challenge.
We haven't had heat like this, and we're heading into a heat wave. And we're pushing ourselves to rely only on our solar system. We're gonna push ourselves for the next 2 weeks to see if we can handle this heat wave without using the generator. So far, we've only had to use a generator once. And so our goal is to not have to use it unless it's absolutely necessary. This is the Washington to Florida $0 boondocking challenge. Let's hop into it.
If you're new here, I'm Keaton, my wife's Kara, and we've been traveling in our fifth wheel for almost 2 years with our puppy Frankie and our kitty Wesley. And we have some exciting adventures.
And we're packing up today to head to our next destination in Teton National Park. Currently, we are in the Washington to Florida $0 boondocking challenge. And if you're wondering what that is, essentially, we are challenging ourselves to go all the way from Washington, we were in Forks, Washington, to Florida, which is about 3,000 miles. Gonna be crazy. So far, we haven't had to use any hookups. And the reason we're doing this is because number one, we love to boondock. Boondock is absolutely our favorite thing to do. If you haven't boondocked, essentially what it is, it's just living off-grid. So we get our water from gas stations, from any freshwater source. We dump our tanks at dump stations all around the country. We get our power from our DIY RV solar that we did ourselves. We have 2,500 watts, as Keaton went over the batteries. We have quite the setup for ourselves. We've also done a bunch of upgrades to our RV.
We have purchased the bladders so that we can refill our fresh tank and dump our gray tank. We also purchased the Blue Tech 3-stage filter, which we absolutely love because, like Kara mentioned, we get our water from some sketchy places sometimes. So we love to have clean water. One must-see video, if you haven't, is our recirculating water video. That has been a game changer when we take showers and we don't have to let the water heat up. It's instantly warm.
Yes, we've also mounted our Starlink. We try to make our travel days as easy as possible because the key to a fun boondocking site and trip is to have an easy travel day. And so far, we started at South Beach Campground in Forks, Washington. We then went to Moses Lake, where we got stuck in the sand. And if you haven't seen that video, you need to go back and check that out because that's the start of our boondocking series. And you're going to want to catch every single moment we've had so far on this boondocking extravaganza. After Moses Lake, we stayed in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. And then after the Cracker Barrel parking lot, we headed to Glacier National Park, where we rode our e-bikes through Glacier. We had so much fun. We had a great time. Go back and check those videos out. And now we have been here at Clark Canyon Reservoir. We've seen some amazing wildlife. There have been birds and antelope and deer, and it's just been so cool and so stinking peaceful. We have absolutely loved staying here. It makes it so fun when you find these boondocking spots where you can just relax and unwind. So we have gone 830 miles so far. Let's give an update on the miles tracker. We also have spent $0 on boondocking sites, as previously mentioned. Only spent about $30 outside of boondocking site, but we spent $30 on dump sites where we dump our gray waters and where we dump our poop in our pee. Also, let me give you an update on the fuel tracker. I don't have that number calculated, so Kara, throw it on in there.
Today, we are headed just east of two amazing national parks, the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone. But it's a super small little place that allows for 14-day free boondocking. So we're gonna go check that out. We've read great reviews about it. It's by a little river. Some reviews even said they saw a bear. So the rules of this heat wave sub challenge are no campgrounds, no generators, solar only. The animals have to stay comfortable, and the inside of the RV cannot exceed 85 degrees.
Every day, we are going to try different methods of staying cool in this sub-challenge heat wave. With temperatures in the 90s, this may be the biggest obstacle in our $0 Washington to Florida boondocking challenge. I really hope we can stay cool. Every day, we're going to try different strategies of keeping the RV cool. And it's going to be on a pass or fail scale.
Yep.
If the RV gets above 84 degrees, which is what we found the animals get uncomfortable in, it's going to fail that method.
Yep. That's when we'll have to pull out the generator.
Yes, which we're trying not to use the generator. So each method we are going to use each day, whether it passes or fails, and lets you know. We'll use some specific metrics to let you know what the temperature is inside, what the weather is like outside, how much solar we have coming in, and how much battery percentage we have used. So you'll truly know which way is best. And so far, I believe we burn a lot of battery. If I can make a prediction, we burn a ton of battery when we have both ACs going on cool. We have the energy guzzlers, Coleman Mac. If you're hooked up to shore power, it does a great job, but in a solar situation,
when you're boondocking, it's a little rough.
It does not do very well.
I kind of predict that it may seem like a good idea to keep the windows open, but I don't think it's a good idea to keep the windows open. So that's my prediction, is that keeping the windows open will make it warmer.
Awnings, I'm curious if they're really going to make the temperature drop or if they're just going to be a placemat. We'll check this out and we'll let you guys know. We're also, stay tuned, we're going to rate this boondocking spot. We got to get hooked up and get out of here. We have yet to rate Clark Canyon Reservoir. It's been absolutely gorgeous. We'll get our scorecard out for ranking these boondocking sites coming up. Don't go anywhere. Quick stop at the dump station. We're going to dump our gray and our black tanks. Actually, we have 2 gray tanks. So technically we're dumping 3 tanks. So in case you don't know, RVs have a gray tank and a black tank. A gray tank is like your shower water, your water you do your dishes, the laundry. We do all those things off the grid. We have a dishwasher, we have a laundry. We also have a poop holding tank, a black tank. It's basically your poop and your pee. So we are going to dump that right now because we don't want to travel with that.
It's in Du Bois, Idaho. We've been driving for about 45 minutes. It's a little super tiny town.
And I'm actually going to go inside and make some breakfast because I'm starving, and we're going to actually rank this last boondocking spot. As you can remember, we had a couple different categories that we used to rank them. It was the quality and the accessibility. So we have two main categories. We're going to rank those from you guys 1 to 5, 5 being the best, and then we're going to give it an overall rank. So I've got some deviled egg salad, and I used the microwave and heated up some salmon and mushy peas. So quite the breakfast. I didn't want to turn the propane on. Got some snacks for Keaton here. So we're gonna rate that last boondocking spot we were just at.
It was at Clark Canyon Reservoir,
just outside of Dillon, Montana. Of the two main categories, we've got accessibility and quality. In accessibility, score 1 to 5, 5 being the best. Fresh water. What is your score?
I thought it was a 4.
Yeah,
like it was still 20 miles into town where you had to get water, but it was good and it was free.
Fresh water and dump station were at the same spot. It wasn't like right around the corner, but it was like 20 miles down the road. Groceries?
About the same.
4?
Yeah, about a 4. Again, they're great grocery stores. They were just about 20 miles away.
Yeah.
So you had to drive through them.
Just a bit of ways, which is normal. This is what we do, boondocking. Activities nearby, things to do and see.
Even though it was a small town, I'd still probably rate it high. I'd probably get a 4.
I think a 4 too. Like it wasn't like Glacier where it's like it's a national park. There's tons of things to do. They have the little reservoir, they have the cute town.
Yeah.
So far, all 4s. Road quality.
Getting in, I'd say a 5. So getting all the way out to our campground, a nice paved asphalt road.
Yeah.
And then once you turn off of it into the campground, it was nice, maintained gravel road. It wasn't washboardy. I'd say a 5.
Yeah, 5. Site level, it was super easy to level. It was a little crooked, but we had no issues. We didn't even have to use but one orange block. Sunlight for solar.
5.
Starlink connectivity, 5.
5.
Walking paths, it was great.
Yeah, they were more like short hikes. And we, walked down these gravel roads, beach. It was pretty awesome.
Kara, add it up. Here's the score we gave Clark Canyon Reservoir. We are about 3 hours from our destination.
We dumped. We got 25 gallons of fresh water. The only thing we don't have is fresh drinking water. So we're going to have to stop at an Albertsons in Jackson Hole and
keep traveling. Here we go. We just got to this 10% grade. We just came up. It was so sketchy.
So we started in Driggs, Idaho, which is a beautiful little town. Go through Victor, and then you start going up over, which is the mountain, which is just south of the Grand Tetons, and it is a 10% grade all the way up, and then we're about to go 10% grade all the way down.
Like I'm smelling something, but we're gonna real quick because it was sketchy. Look at this view though. Oh my gosh. We're leaking water because we were so tilted. That's crazy. Everything looks okay. We'll do a brake test. We're just testing the trailer brakes, make sure they're working right. Yeah, she looks good. I'm not feeling like our oil temperature, our engine temperature is good. Everything looks fine. I'm feeling comfortable. We checked the brakes, so I think we're going to be good to go. Going to take it slow. There are 20-mile-an-hour curves up here, so we'll probably be going 10. Here we go. We're trying not to freak out. I'm recording, but this is pretty wild. Pretty dang steep. We're riding our brakes all the way down. Got the engine brakes going. This is pretty nuts. The only thing keeping me comfort right now is seeing the occasional dump truck or
semi come up here, but man, this is the steepest road we have ever been on, going up and down. 10%.
Got like 3 miles to go. Pray for us, y'all. Well, we got through it in one piece. It was nerve-wracking.
Shaved a couple years off our lives, but
Just a couple. It was good though. Keaton handled it like a pro. We're not smelling any brake. I don't see any smoke. Everything went according to plan. But we were tilted so far, there was fresh water coming out.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how tilted we were on that grade. Oh man, you guys, we tried to pull into this Albertsons in Wyoming in Jackson Hole, and it is tight. We are struggling. we somehow found a spot on the backside, and now I have no idea how we're gonna get out of here because it's such a tight little parking lot. Keaton got us out of that though. Man, that was a tight little grocery store parking lot. We will not be coming back in with the RV. No self-service, so we're doing all this hand signals.
To the right.
We're gonna have to shimmy in here. Yeah, it's 2.6. I'd say do 3.
3, okay.
It's 2.6 off. So, you see that? Dang, she went all the way down. 0.6. Yeah, we're pretty close. Let's get everybody into the RV. We had a pretty tilted drive-in on that 10-degree slope up and down. So I'm really interested to see if anything's moved around. Wow. Everything looks pretty good. I am a little shocked. Oh my goodness, you guys, this view is insane. So excited when we see views like this and we get to places like this. It really makes boondocking worth it for us. And I am so grateful that we get to do this and bring you guys this content. And we have so much fun filming and going to these amazing places and challenging ourselves. And we're just really grateful that you guys are here along for the ride. And if you have liked what you've seen so far, we're not done yet, but if you have liked what you've seen so far, please hit that like and subscribe. We would love to continue to bring you guys this fresh new content. We are so grateful for all our new subscribers. You guys are amazing. Blessings upon you. So thank you so much for joining us. All right, it's a couple of days later. As you guys know, we are in the middle of a super bad heat wave. We keep getting heat wave warnings on our phones. It's very, very hot. We're trying to stay cool, but we wanted to give you guys the 3 methods we're gonna test out. First method is we're gonna just have the windows open and the awnings out. So we're curious if doing that will keep the temperature low. The next method that we're going to do is we're going to do windows open, awnings out with just the fans going. So no AC. And then method 3, we're going to close everything up and use our ACs.
Yep.
So those are the 3 methods. I will let you guys know already. So we've just had the awnings out, the windows open, and we're getting a nice little breeze. It's 85 outside. It says it's going to get to 87, but yesterday it said it was going to get to 83 and it got to 86. So we're pretty certain we're going to get over 90 today. But it's 85 outside inside the RV. Guess what, guys? We're at 88. So this method has completely failed. Being cool with the awnings out did not work.
Nope, it didn't. And so, like we mentioned before, the goal is to not use our generator, to go solely off our solar setup. And if these were to fail, that means we have to kick the AC on and use our battery.
Which we just got back from a walk and we have failed completely. We're going to kick the AC on, and then tomorrow's method is the same thing. Windows and awnings out, and then we're going to turn the fans on the ACs on. So when we say fans, there's 2 settings on your AC units. You have a cool and a fan, and you also have auto, but cool and fan. So those are the main ones. When you do cool, that kicks on the AC, the refrigerant that goes through and cools you down. So during the fans, it strictly just brings outside air in here. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Energy consumption, because we didn't have any fans or any ACs on, we didn't consume any extra energy today outside of our usual appliances. Pretty positive that we're going to be pretty high up there getting solar every single day. I'm mostly interested on the AC on the 3rd day, how much battery and how much energy consumption that's going to drain.
Yeah, it's going to be, we estimated that it's going to be a lot. Each one of our AC unit,
15,000 BTUs.
15,000 BTUs. And on average, it pulls about 1,500 watts. We really feel like we're going to drain our batteries that day. So we're leaving that till the end. And
stay tuned. You're going to see us probably die over here. We're trying to keep the animals cool. That's the goal, and not use the generator. Yesterday was all the windows and the awnings out. And as you know, we only made it till 1 o'clock before we had to kick the fans on. And then actually after that, we ended up kicking the AC on because it got up to 88, 89, almost 90 yesterday. And so we tried the same method. We tried to wait it out because our solar, we got down to 43% today. When we woke up, it was at 43. We're charged up now to 61, but it just hit 90 degrees in the RV. So we tried the fans only method with the windows open and the awnings open, and it failed completely. So that's another fail. So far, the 2 methods that have failed is windows and awnings only has failed. Windows and awnings and fans have failed. The AC we've had to kick on twice now. We haven't had to use the generator quite yet. The generator has not been turned on, but we are dangerously close to failing this challenge overall and having to plug into a generator. I have to tell you, this has been the biggest challenge, even when we got stuck in the sand in Moses Lake. That was very difficult and hard to go through, but this heat is rough. It is making it really hard. If this is how the summer is going to be for our $0 boondocking challenge, it is going to be very difficult to get all the way to Florida with no hookups at all. So that means no electricity. We're just going off our solar and our generator. And I don't want to burn through our generator. I don't want to use that. So, Keaton's over here sweating too.
It's a hot one, for sure. I think we'll have to bust out the generator sooner than later, but...
Yeah. Animals are getting... Find me some AC, huh? Wesley loves the heat. Frankie, how you doing? You're not panting, right? I gave Frank a little haircut yesterday. Yeah.
Well, it's pretty cool right now.
Gotta cool down.
Actually, a little cooler than I thought it would.
Good morning. So it's the next day. We did end up turning on the ACs. It got so hot. We turned on one AC yesterday. We had an AC and a fan going from
I think noon till almost like 7
I think it was
o'clock?
2. I think
2
it was
o'clock?
2 o'clock. And we drained our battery significantly. It's at 30% right now. But what we're doing today, we are going to use both ACs and we're going to see how long the battery lasts because we know both ACs chug way more than our solar can produce. And we're so low on battery, we're pretty sure we're going to have to kick on the generator today. It's going to get up to 85 degrees. Yesterday got up to 85, 84-ish, and it got up to 91 degrees in the RV yesterday. So our AC was just trying to pick up the slack and cool it off, and it just could not do it. So I'm curious if we kick it on earlier.
Yeah, and we're not going to just let it run continuously. We're going to set them both on auto. So as soon as they hit a certain degree, they'll kick on, drop it down to that, and then turn off.
In my opinion, though, I think it's so hot they will never hit
That's probably true.
the place to drop down. But we did keep the awnings out today. I know there's a lot of variables and we don't have quite a control. We're just trying to give you guys a general idea if our ACs can keep up with a boondocker. And so far, these Coleman Machs have been not working very well. We've thought about upgrading too.
Well, they work well if you're staying in an RV park.
Yes.
They're both 15,000 BTU units. Yeah, and like Kara said, they just suck a lot of power.
Sucks so much. They do great in an RV park. As you know, we have 4 slides. I think each slide lets a little bit of cool air out. We're just trying to figure out ways to stay cool and not fail our $0 boondocking challenge. This is going to be a long summer if this is how it's going to be. And to update also, it's already 83 degrees in here. It's right now 78 degrees outside, so we're already having to kick on the AC, and it's only 11 o'clock. So let's see how this goes. All right, as you can see here, we're at 37% battery. We've been pulling in about 1,300 watts today. When we use our AC loads, it goes up to like sometimes 3,000 watts. It's crazy. All right, everybody, it is now 1:30. We are currently using about 1,800 watts of solar, but we're bringing in only 1,750. So at 1:30, we are officially no longer meeting our load, and our battery is currently at 36%. So once we aren't meeting our load with our AC units, it just sucks the battery dry. So we're curious how long it's going to be until we have to kick that generator on. But right now inside it's 83 degrees, so we were able to bring it, keep it at 83 degrees, and outside it's about 83 degrees also. So not much cooler in here, but we've only got one AC going. We don't have a second fan going. We just have one AC, and we wanted to see if it could hold up and handle the heat. But so far I'm starting to get a little sweaty. What about you, Keith? Are you getting sweaty?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I think we're gonna have to kick them both on. That's my
That's
my conclusion.
The animals are doing good. Frank's not panting. Wesley's doing good. So this is, again, just to recap what we've done. So yesterday we failed very quickly. It got to 91 degrees in here, so we had to kick the ACs on. We haven't had to use a generator yet. Yesterday we did the method of windows open, awnings open, fans on. So no AC, just fans, and it failed very quickly. But today we are doing AC only, no windows open. So hopefully we don't have to kick the generator on here soon.
Okay, everyone, we just wanted to give you an update. Same day. It is 4 o'clock. We just had some beautiful clouds roll in. We were getting a good breeze, and so we turned off the AC. We've opened all the doors up because it's getting kind of nice. Our battery for our solar, we're at 30%.
We had a nice little storm pull through this afternoon that saved us from having to kick on the generator. It's perfect outside and beautiful. We're loving it. We probably won't have to kick it on. Keaton's so negative. He's like, we're still gonna have to kick it on. Tomorrow we might have to, but today we dodged another bullet.
Okay, so yesterday, just to give a recap, we had the ACs on a little bit in the morning, but then a beautiful storm came rolling in the early afternoon and cooled down the rig. So we just turned everything off. Not really going to count yesterday. Today, we're going to test out method 3 of this sub challenge, which is having all of the windows closed, the doors closed, the blinds closed, and we're going to have the ACs on. Not just the fan, but also the cool. And we're going to see how cool it can get, if it can keep it cool, and see how long our battery lasts. Because if it gets too low, then we'll have to kick on the generator, and then I think that method will fail. We have 2 AC units currently running right now. It is 85 degrees, 85 in the rig. That's insane. And it's supposed to get up to 91 outside. Okay, so we're gonna see how this day goes. So unfortunately, guys, this method failed. Method number 3 of keeping everything closed, having the AC units running, failed. I'm all sweaty. I just stepped outside. I had to turn our generator on because our batteries got down to 15%. And we just couldn't take it anymore. We have 3 15,000 BTU AC units. We don't run all 3 at once, but we run 1 or 2, and it has just drained our 920 amp hours of battery, almost to empty. So we're charging them back up, but we really don't know what we're gonna do. We've still got a huge amount of traveling left to get all the way to Florida. We've still got a lot of hot months to make it through the summer. So we really don't know what we're going to do. We don't know if this is going to be the end of our boondocking challenge just because of how hot it is. So I don't know. We'll see. It's getting tough. But if you want to keep following us and see if we can make it all the way to Florida in this crazy heat, you better hit that like and hit the subscribe button so you can follow along.